talking about the French colonization of the Americas, which ends in the same way that everything ends for the French. Surrender.
My best friend gave me the best advice. He said each day's a gift and not a given right. Leave no stone.
French colonization of the Americas began in the 16th century when John Carter, the savior of the universe... Wait, what? It's not John Carter, the savior of the universe? Dang it, Alec, you make history so boring. Anyway, he reached the St. Lawrence River in the Americas and supposedly said,
I'm inclined to believe that this is the land that God gave to Cain.
The quote referred to the unfriendliness of the terrain. French colonies were based off their authoritarian government back in France. The two French colonies, Louisiana and New France, had rulers that were just like kings. The King of France gave people land in the New World to try to get people to come over, because the more French people that were in the New World, the easier it would be to control the territory he has. The French were the first to realize the strategic and economic importance of the Mississippi River region. You can see the economic importance because you can move goods up and down the river and around the Gulf Coast, which brought them a lot of income. In the New Orleans region, you can see many French influences because they moved goods around that area so much. The northern French colonies were not very economically developed because they mainly traded fur. Now let's go to the thought bubble to see one of the most economically developed colonies in the Caribbean, Haiti. French colony Haiti, also known as San Domingo, was a large exporter of leather and bacon. Maybe that's our current day bacon. Who knows? The Spanish originally settled the island, but later, when there was a lot of French people there, they were thinking, all these Spanish galleons full of gold and silver were going by. Why can't we have some of that gold and silver? So they became pirates and started looting the Spanish galleons after their beef supply was running low. Haiti was considered to be one of the most valuable colonies in the world because it controlled 40% of the sugar and 60% of the coffee production in Europe. It had the second highest slave population, seconded by Brazil. And slavery sucks, so more slaves in Haiti than the white population by 40,000. There was 40,000 more slaves in Haiti than white people. The revolt against France. France realized it could not beat the Spanish, the British, and its own slaves, so they freed the slaves. And these slaves fought for the French. Louverture later got Haiti its independence from France. But Napoleon tried to reapply slavery to increase Haiti's production. The Haitians revolted against the French, Napoleon and his men, killing most of them. Only 8,000 out of the 40,000 he sent made it back. Because of that, Napoleon had to sell Louisiana to the United States. And that is how we got... The French were a lot nicer to the Indians than the Spanish. The Spanish just enslaved, killed, and used the Indians for their natural resources. On the other hand, the French were not as brutal to the Indians because it is hard to trade with someone who is dead or enslaved. French colonies were a lot smaller than the Spanish colonies on average because they did not have large mining operations and they did not encourage settlers as much to come to the New World. And now time for the open letter. An open letter to Canada. Canada, you give us some pretty crappy things like Nickelback and Justin Bieber, for instance. But what really tops the list is Canadian bacon. I go to the store looking for some bacon, and it says Canadian bacon, so I'm like, oh, maybe it's like bacon with maple syrup on it or something, because they always put maple syrup on their stuff. But no, it's just ham. You give me just ham. I pay for bacon, and what do I get? Ham. Yeah, ham, not bacon like I paid for. Ham. The only thing this ham is good for is feeding your dog. That's the only thing that it's good for. Sincerely, Cyprus. Overall, the French were a lot nicer than the Spanish. You know, less killing, pillaging, raping, all the bad things. They had a lot to do with slavery in the New World, but again, less than the Spanish. Overall, the French didn't have that much of a chance in the New World because they were either too strict or not strict enough on their colonies. Thank you for watching our video. Please like, subscribe, go to our Twitter page, Facebook, you know, whatever you kids do these days. And Alec did probably a lot of the research, you know, he did a good job. Justin helped Alec do the research, you know, our awesome cameraman, Adam, in the back, and of course, me. I was very, very important. Thank you for watching Crash Course World History. Adios.